Then now we are going to deal with the future. Please, student, there is no what is called simple future tense. Please, I do not want you to hear, to pronounce such a term. No future tense. It is only future time. You see, there is no obvious future tense in English corresponding to the time tense relation. What does this mean? I have present tense, present time, future, past tense, and past time. But I have future time, but I do not have future tense. How they corresponding? Instead, there are several. So how can I express a future time? There are, I think, seven structures to include or to express a future time. Instead, there are several possibilities for denoting a future time. What are they? Futurity, modality, and aspects. And we are going to deal with all of them. With futurity, we are going to deal with will and shall. Modality with going to, for example, and with the aspect with the present simple and the past, the present progressive. Are closely related, and the future time is re-rendered by means of modal auxiliaries اللي هي will and shall, and semi-auxiliaries اللي هي is going to, is about to, or by simple present forms or progressive forms. Start with the first structure by which we express future time اللي هو called careless, neutral future. It is not a pure future. Using will and shall to indicate a future time, it is something neutral, careless. See, will and shall plus infinitive in all persons, shall in first person. طبعا هذه depending on British or American. I shall arrive tomorrow. He will be here in half an hour. Here, they should be they should express future, but what kind of a future? I can describe it as what weak future, colorless, neutral. The future and modal function of these auxiliaries can hardly be separated, but shall and particularly will are the closest approximation to a careless, neutral future. Will for a future can be used with all persons, يعني first, with second, with third person. The English speaker will, whereas shall for first person is largely restricted in this usage to Southern British. And to be in the safe side, you can use will for all persons. Look at this one. The auxiliary, اللي هو المودal auxiliary construction, is also used to refer to a statement seen in the past from a point of orientation in the future. Seen in the past, اللي هو إذا يشوفون, they will have finished the book by next year. شو هسه إحنا we will have finished this chapter by next week. You see, نشتغل إحنا بلشنا starting in past قبل شهرين, okay, 2 months ago, but we are going to complete this book next week, for example. This is the idea. They will have finished their book by next year. No, they started in past, but the accomplishment or of this action will be what? In future. Leave this notes. The second structure اللي هو أنا أسميه يعني the most common, by the way. This construction denotes future fulfillment of the present. Future fulfillment of the present, whether present intention or a present cause. يعني I have an intention I have a reason in the present, and this intention and this cause will be fulfilled where? In the future. Like, looked at more carefully, be going to plus infinitive has two more specific meanings, of which one future of a present intention. هذا شو وقت استخدمه ويا personal subjects. Why with personal subjects? Because only persons who intend to do something, only persons who intend to do something. يعني inanimate things cannot intend. يعني مثلا the door cannot intend to be opened, for example. No. So future of a present intention is restricted with personal subjects. When are you going to get married? The present intention شنو هو؟ شو وقت you intend to get married? You see? So that's are you going to get married? Are you إنه what? So for example, they are going to get married next month. See, the subject is person, human. On the other hand, future of a present cause. عندي فد reason معين at the present, and this reason, as a result of this reason, will be what? In the future. For example, طبعا هذا with personal and non-personal. She is going to have a baby. شنو she is going to have a baby means in the present she is pregnant. In the future she is going to have a baby. فالكوز شنو؟ she is pregnant والresult والfulfillment وين حتكون بالfuture she is going to have a baby. هذا with personal subject, and it is going to rain because it is cloudy. See, هذا non-personal. Both of these suggest that the event is already on the way. يعني she is something on the way. Be going to is not generally used in the main clause of conditional clauses or sentences. يعني be going to cannot be used with if sentences. And instead you say use will and shall being preferred instead. If you leave now, if you intend to leave now, you will never regret it. هذه المفروض استخدم أني you are not going to regret it. You are not going to regret it. But since the sentence with if conditional, so it is not acceptable. It is not okay to use going to with if clauses. Yeah. The third way to express future by aspects. The first one, present progressive, اللي هو مضارع مستمر. What does it refer to? Refer to a future happening anticipated in the present. اللي هو fixed arrangement, planning to do, programming. انت بدك تسوي في تيبل معين، تايم تيبل معين إلك، تتفق يعني فتقول أنا بفلان الأسبوع ده أسوي هيجي، بفلان الأسبوع تسوي هيجي، كذا يوم راح أسوي هيجي، أوكي؟ فهذه أعبر عنه بال present progressive. He is moving to London. He is moving to London. My question is, how can I differentiate? See, he is moving to London means he is planning to move to London. هذه fixed arrangements. لكن since the progressive is used to denote the present as well as the future, a time adverbial حتى what to disambiguate this sentence, we use the time adverbial, in which meaning the verb is being used. They are washing the dishes. من أقول now, it is at the time of speaking. They are washing the dishes later. No, they are planning to wash the dishes. So the future, the time is a future, not present. The present progressive is especially frequent with dynamic transitional verbs like arrive, come, go, land, start, stop, which refer to transition between two states or position. The plane is taking off means يشوفون with the transitional verbs. The president is coming to the UN this week. The fourth case, which is the simple, by using the aspect the present simple. Again, it occurs where? With conditional, introduced by if and unless, or temporal, by as soon as, before, when. So it occurs in subordinate clauses. It occurs, the simple present, expressing a future time, is regularly used in subordinate clauses, like a conditional and the temporal. What will you say if I marry my boss? طبعا هذه it is what? If I marry my boss in the future. So it is what? Just like a plan or an intention in the future. The guests will be drunk before they leave. هذه subordinates. See, temporal, before. It is temporal. Before they leave, no, their leaving will be what? Will be in the future. Their leaving will be in the future. So, before had a temporal clause, they leave. I use the present simple to express future time. The use of the simple present in many clauses may be said to represent a marked future aspect of unusual certainty, in that it attributes to the future something of the positiveness or normally associated with the present and past events. يعني, for a statement about the calendar, yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday, and tomorrow is Wednesday. You see? This is the idea, have the past, have the present, have the future. And describe immutable events or fixed events. When is high tide? When is high tide? When, the time, by the way, the time, there is some sort of concert, festival. What time is the football match? Here, there is a fixed time for the football match, so I use the present simple. Again, it can be used with the transitional verb, just like the progressive. When I say the train leaves tonight, or the train is leaving tonight. Okay. The pure future, اللي هو ما عليه أي doubt, by the way. Pure future. It is expressed by this one. Will, shall, plus a progressive. Will and shall plus a progressive called future as a matter of course. It is completely, totally, definitely, absolutely future time. Like. So what is the what? Will and shall plus be plus ing. If you want to express or if you want to compare between these two sentences, in your first one, he will do his best. He will be doing his best. In the first sentence, there is two paraphrases for this sentence. Either it is a future time, no, or it is what? As volitional meaning. طبعا رح ناخذ إن شاء الله على الأسبوع الجاي the meaning or the uses of will. واحدة من عندهم يسموها الفوليشن. تتقسم إلى أنواع من ضمنها الwillingness. You see? فايذر it is a future or volition يعني no future. لكن لما أستخدم he will be doing his best, no, there is only one interpretation, which is future interpretation. This complex construction can be used to convey greater tact and consideration than the simple auxiliary construction does. You see, هذه some sort of comparison between will you put on or will you be putting on. هذه it is in between, it is unknown here, whether it is future or non-future, but be putting on, it is absolutely future only. The same with will you come, will you be coming. Before the last, the sixth structure, which is be to infinitive, be to plus infinitive. البي طبعا هذه is are am was were. Expressing was, arrangements, command, contingent future. Contingent means condition. Arrangements, we are to be married soon. There is to be an investigation. You see, this is the idea. Arrange to get married soon. Command, you are to be back by 10 o'clock. I command, I ordered you to be back. You are to be back by 10 o'clock. You are to prepare this chapter. You see, he is to obey his father. If he is to succeed, he must work harder. He is condition. If he is to succeed, he must work harder. هذه condition and if condition. The last one, to express a future, the seventh and the last, be about to plus infinitive. هذه يسموها near future. It's express imminent fulfillment. يعني we are close to finish the action. هسه احنا بهذه الحالة يعني تقريبا بالصفحات الأخيرة من chapter we are about to finish this chapter. I can express this case saying we are about to finish this chapter because we are in the final pages or the last pages of it. So it expresses near future or imminent fulfillment. The taxi is here and we are about to leave. Because the taxi is here, so we are about to leave. B, to may close other items such as shortly, soon, to provide means of a future expression with other items like bound, liable. أقدر أبدل about بالbound, liable, certain. Future expression is overlaid with modal meaning. He is certain to address the meeting means it is certain that he will address the meeting. This is what concerns the future in bimodality, futurity, and the aspects. Sometimes the future time in the past. Some of the future construction just discussed can be used in the past tense to express time which is in the future when seen from a viewpoint in the past. Auxiliary verbs construction اللي هو the past form of will and shall were rare, literary narrative style with wit. The time was not far off when he would regret his decision. What does it mean future in the past? Means to express time which is in the future when seen from a viewpoint in the past. يعني هي سوت شيء in the past and she would regret this decision. Second, be going to. رح نعوض ال is وال are وال am to be what was and were with the sense of unfulfilled intention. فقط intention ماكو cause. You are going to give me your address. هذه what يعني unfulfilled ماكو فد intention. You promised me to give me your address, but actually you were going to give, you are not, or you did not give me your address. مو اتفقت بها تقولي تنطيني عنوانك, so you were going to give me your address. In past you intended to give me your address, but actually you are not. يعني يذكره. Past progressive. هو the past form of present progressive. I was meeting in Products the next day. Him again They intend, they are planning, they were planning in the past, and the fulfillment will be in the future. B2 infinitive اللي was will were plus infinitive formal was destined was arranged. He was later to regret his decision. The meeting was to be held in the following week. The last thing be about to on the point. طبعا هذه very short. He was about to hit me. يعني on the point of hitting me. He was close, so close to hit me. He was about to hit me. This is your preparation for Thursday by Gus Wood.